There's a race to replace Charlie Kirk. Steven Crowder, a Republican commentator, was seen putting on a bulletproof vest to speak at a college. But really, he was on his way to go talk to his ex-wife. I haven't seen that nasty of a breakup since Amber Heard pooped on a bed.
A mega pint.
I'm gonna need a mega pint if no one laughed at that. Now, with the Charlie Kirk incident that we all saw while sitting in Zoom meetings at work, a wild thing to open our phones to. Sad. Conservative influencers are running to fill the spot Charlie Kirk left. And the front runner is Brilyn Hollyhand. That name definitely has to be fake. He's a 19-year-old political commentator, which means he's an industry plant and a dude who definitely hasn't had a girlfriend. Seriously, what kind of asshole films himself in front of a bookcase?
What's up, America? Brilyn Hollyhand here, about 30,000 feet up. We are on the way to Arkansas.
That is him on a private jet, dressed like every dude I purposely hit my golf ball at because I do want to fight someone on the golf course. Now, this guy came out of nowhere, so some are asking, who is this? And where's his money coming from? And how the did he sell at his first campus tour? And how does he have more YouTube subscribers than me? Genuinely. I'm chopped. And there are some theories about where his money is coming from, if you know what I mean. Now, Israel has allegedly been paying influencers up to $7,000 a post. And with Brilyn's main video popping up, being in a private jet, people are starting to connect some dots about where the money came from and how is he even relatable. But the goal isn't to be relatable. Let's be real. They're paying $7,000 a post. And I'm going to start being unrelatable because I'm going to start pushing that propaganda. I'm going to look like Tim Dillon in that one episode if that's what they're paying. You don't think I'd sell out? This episode was supposed to go out yesterday, but it didn't because it was Yom Kippur. I don't even know if I said that right or what it is. It was just on my Google Calendar. Anyways, why the do we care what a 19-year-old thinks of politics? I liked Jeb Bush at 19, but I was also drunk 24/7 and stealing golf balls from the driving range at night. I still do that, but at least I kind of know it's bad now.
A mega pint.
You see, Fox News is for boomers, and the Republican Party knows this, so they need someone to speak to the young demo, and Charlie Kirk did just that. So Republicans are running to reappoint someone young enough to speak to that young demo. So they chucked a Masters Polo on this kid and gave him a Rolex and a private jet. And I know the criticism he's going to get is, how is this relatable? But this actually is relatable against young people. He's basically every influencer you see online selling a course that they say will change your life and is definitely lying. And let me tell you, we know he's lying. We just can't say who he's lying for.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Semi-Daily Night Show with Gary TV, your host, Gary.
Tonight's ceremonial first pitch. And please welcome the President of the United States.
We did it, sir.
just making sure you're paying attention.
Welcome to the Semi-Daily Night Show. I'm your host, Gary. AI data centers are ruining the world. A new study has shown that 39% of electricity in Virginia is going to AI data centers. 15% is going to Utah, which is terrible. Why are we giving the Mormons access to AI? I feel like they're building something evil with it. I don't have anything to prove that, but I don't trust anyone who puts coffee creamer in soda. And with all these new data centers popping up, your power bill will go up. And it has in 13 states already. In Ohio, a bill might be passed that will let power companies reduce the customer's thermostat to reduce the strain on the power grid through smart thermostats. All so Soy Altman can make this.
We're announcing the Sora app, powered by the all-new Sora 2. It's the most powerful imagination engine ever built.
I've been on bad psychedelic trips less scary than that. The government and AI companies are pushing for more AI. Your job probably uses an AI note taker to take notes on Zoom meetings that no one ever looks at. Albania even elected an AI government minister. And that's because Albanian government officials are also corrupt. They need to blame a robot for when they get caught. They should have just elected Leo Skepi. I'm not Albanian, but I would vote for him. OpenAI, Google, and Amazon are all saying this will open the door for endless possibility. The possibility of what? The possibility that the Book of Eli is going to be a documentary because society fell? These data centers are even using millions of gallons of fresh water a day. Am I just supposed to prompt a gallon of water into my body a day when this runs out? When you truly look at this is f***ed up. Think about it. You're paying the bill for corporations that are building a technology that is trying to replace your job. All because they showed up to the inauguration of the president, so no one's going to care. But they say it's for the greater good, and that greater good so the president can put sombreros on congressmen.
Bigotry will get you nowhere. We are fighting to protect the health care of the American people in the face.
That's what we're destroying the earth for? It's not even that funny. Okay, it actually is kind of funny. Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defensive Offensive War Department. Wait, I don't know if I said that right. That is what he just drunk texted me last night. Oh, laugh a little. It's not like you haven't been on a bender before and then decided to summon all military generals just to call them fat. Yes, Pete Hegseth had a meeting where he and Trump spoke to the generals of the U.S. military, where he laid out battle plans and a strategic roadmap.
It's tiring to look out at combat formations, or really any formation, and see fat troops. Whether you're an airborne ranger or a chairborne ranger.
All right, he didn't do that, but that was a funny nickname. He did go on to say, no more men in dresses. Damn. I knew the government shutdown was bad, but I didn't know they were firing the Navy too. He went on to reestablish grooming and fitness standards.
He's required to do PT every duty day. And we're not talking like hot yoga and stretching.
Have you done hot yoga? Also, flexing how hard you work out to a room full of dudes is weird. 2 dudes kissing is less gay than this.
Not because we want war. No one here wants war.
You know, I'm kind of thinking you actually want war. I mean, you just changed the name to include war. And this is America. We want 3 things. Too many calories, a fake economy, and wars we shouldn't be doing in countries we can't pronounce correctly. That's what we've done for 50 years. And during this fat shame speech, Trump also arrived and spoke.
And I'm not a fan of some of the ships you do. I'm a very aesthetic person, and I don't like some of the ships you're doing aesthetically. They say, oh, it's stealth. I said, that's not stealth. An ugly ship is not necessary.
This is actually just Trump hinting that he's going to paint the next aircraft carrier gold. Call it the USS Goldmember. Oh, I just gave him an idea. But Pete made sure to end with some motivating words.
Precision and ferocity of the War Department. In other words, to our enemies, F-A-F-O. If necessary, our troops can translate that for you.
F-A-F-O. Now, conservatives have begun using F-A-F-O for every reply they can on social media, and they're experienced in what this means. They fucked around and elected Trump and found out he's on the Epstein list. The government is still shut down, which is a good thing. I don't have to back pay my 2022 taxes anymore. Basically, mom and dad are fighting, and we are left to make oven pizza for dinner until they can agree on who should take us to soccer practice. Republicans are saying this is because Democrats want to give health insurance to illegal immigrants, and Democrats are saying this actually isn't true and trying to fund the Affordable Care Act. So I don't know who the is lying here, but with the government shutdown, there is one positive. We don't get cringy, annoying posts from the White House account from interns anymore who are chronically online. I was actually kind of excited about the government shutdown because I thought that meant we wouldn't hear from annoying politicians anymore. But that hasn't stopped.
Returning back to Detroit this morning after the Republicans failed to show up in the U.S. House.
That dude has a criminal background, including getting in trouble for unaliving a bunch of dogs for that wig. Only one part of that joke is real, and it's not the one you want.
It's going to stay closed as long as the Democrats continue their temper tantrum.
Ted Cruz has a podcast called The Verdict. It should just be called The Pacific. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but if a government shutdown means we get podcasts from politicians, we need to turn it back on. Seriously, have them block the Epstein files again or something.
The Democrats shut down the government because President Trump and the Republicans will not force American taxpayers to pay for free health care for illegal aliens.
What? We still got this? I know she has to keep paying for her F-45 classes in Florida, which is actually a fitness program, not a Trump-branded fitness plan. But can we at least give her the day off? She's annoying. Okay, well, while politicians are busy pointing the finger at each other, I'm sure the media is at least trying to explain this and find some truth in all of this.
Did you catch Michelle's latest podcast? It's bad. There's a therapist. Her big bro made the cut, but Barack, he's MIA.
No, Jesse Waters. I didn't catch Michelle Obama's podcast. So basically, no one in the government has made any progress. But hey, at least I don't have to pay my car registration now. What? I still gotta pay that? So you're telling me that the government is completely shut down, but I still have to pay taxes even though these guys ran out of money for the 100th time? Then why the do all of them have podcasts if they're still getting paid? Having money and starting a podcast is only reserved for actors who haven't got a new movie in a while.